Hello, hello, YouTube. Hang on, I'm just going to get started on. If you can hear me, say something on YouTube. Can you hear me? Hello, testing, testing. Hello, Michelle. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, say something, please. I'm just going to get started on Instagram. I'm just getting started on Instagram here. All right. Live. All right, so looks like we are live on Instagram and YouTube right now. Hello, how is everybody doing? So, oh, hello, FGFG. Nice to see you. Good to have the gang back together. So we're going to start in a minute. So I'm just waiting for people to come into the room. And in a minute, we're going to start a quote unquote hypnosis and guided meditation. So we'll just be lighter on the actual hypnosis side. Oh, hello, Odyssey Sensei. Odyssey Sensei said, your channel helped me a lot a few years ago. Thank you. Thank you. Am I on live on Instagram? Oh, yeah, that's true. Thanks, Michelle. I haven't clicked start on Instagram. You're so good to me, Michelle. I don't know how I would live without you. All right, so we're live for real now on IG. It really showed my age on my incompetency with social media. All right, so we are live on IG and on YouTube right now. And we're just going to give a minute or two so we can get everybody in the room on both IG and on YouTube. So in a minute, I'm going to do a hypnosis and guided meditation. So this is more of a guided meditation side. We'll just go a little bit lighter on the hypnosis aspect. That way we don't burn an hour of time here. I can always add the hypnosis component back later. All right. So did anybody have a chance? Did everybody have a chance to listen to the guided meditation session from before? Just, see if we have some feedback here. I know it's kind of like hidden from the main page. Oh yeah, I forgot one more thing. Hang on a second here. I am also recording the meditation part on Audacity, and then I can edit it as like a real session we can put on YouTube or any social media on a later date. It's called multitasking. It was like the buzzword of the 90s or early 2000s was multitasking. As you can see, I'm not very good at it. So how's everybody doing? What time is it in Singapore and Hong Kong? Hello, Odyssey Sensei. Odyssey Sensei said, I was looking for your channel again this morning and got a notification for it. The first time in ages. Oh, thanks, Odyssey Sensei. That's why you should ring the bell. Or, I hope you have subscribed. And if you're subscribed, I hope you have ring the bell. That way you will get more live notification. And add me on Instagram, Odyssey Sensei. I'm more alive there. So I plan to do more on YouTube now. I have a lot of plans coming. Oh, hello, Abu Chakaka on Instagram. Abu Chakaka said, "Eternal Beauty, my favorite." You're already there, my friend. You're already there. Um, so, so Michelle said, "Is 10? Should I call you Michelle or should I call you Avatar Ang?" So Avatar Ang said 10:08 p.m. and same in Hong Kong, 22:08 in Hong Kong. That's great. Um, I'll try to finish it quicker today or like from now on. That way you guys could go to bed before midnight. I know it's getting late out there. Sensei Odyssey said, "Yeah, I subscribe. Thank you so much for subscribing. Add me on Instagram, Ace. That way you can get more lively updates." Yeah, so we're about to start a guided meditation session on eternal beauty. There will be some relaxation components in it. So if you are driving, maybe pause or pull over or come back a little bit later. Or if you are cooking and you have your stove hot, maybe turn it off. Or if you're flying an airplane right now, maybe tune in back later. So as I said, we're going to have to do a little bit lighter on the hypnosis side. It'll just be more like guided meditation, and we're going to evoke Aphrodite in this um, session, and we're gonna go through the suggestions for eternal youth and beauty, and evoke the power from the astral realm to keep you young and beautiful forever. Everybody likes that, right? Odyssey Sensei said, "Just followed you on Instagram. Thank you. Thanks for all the work you do." You're welcome, my friend. So I hope you can join us. And after the session, after the guided meditation, we are going to have a Black Magic or witchcraft Q&A. And you can feel free to ask any questions, and you can share your stories, your success stories with the occult or working with spirits or witchcraft or whatever occult practice that you do, divination or tarot or whatnot. Good stuff. So, without further ado, let me get one more sip of coffee and then we'll start. Oh yeah, I have to press record. I need an assistant. All right, hello, testing. Okay, that mic is working. Okay, welcome to this session of guided meditation. As you begin to settle into a comfortable position, allow your breath to deepen and your eyes to gently close. Feel the weight of the day lifting off your shoulders as you prepare to embark on a journey towards eternal beauty. A journey where my voice will guide you gently, lovingly, and every step of the way. Trust the sound of my voice. Let it resonate deep inside you, filling you up with a warm, blissful sensation. Now, take a deep, organic breath in. Feel the air filling up your lungs as you exhale. Imagine releasing all the tensions, all the worries, all that no longer serves you. With every breath, you feel lighter, more open, and more receptive. My voice, now a comforting presence inside you, guiding you deeper into relaxation. Imagine my touch, as gentle as a feather, upon your hand. Feel the warmth of my grasp, leading you, reassuring you as we walk together down a path surrounded by the most enchanting scenery. The beauty around you is a reflection of what lies within you. With each and every step, Feel your inner beauty, your youthful, your youthfulness, revitalizing every cell of your body. As we continue, each step on this path makes your body feel more alive, more vibrant. Your skin grows with more radiance. Your eyes sparkles with the light of youth, and your entire being tingles with the energy of life. The sensation is blissful, isn't it? The more you focus on my voice, the deeper you go into this blissful state, the more profound the changes. Now, let's pause by this serene lake, reflecting the clear blue sky. Look into the water and see your reflection. See the embodiment of love and desire. Notice how love enhances your beauty, soothing away any imperfection, filling you up with the radiant glow. Love, deep love, is the essence of true beauty, and it flows through you like a never ending stream. Now feel my voice inside you, aligning with your heart's desire, molding your reality with each word. As you listen to my voice, you find yourself more connected to the universal beauty around you and within you. The emotional and spiritual harmony you seek is now becoming a part of you. You are beauty, and beauty is you. With my hands still holding yours, feel a surge of energy from our connected spirits. This energy is powerful, cleansing, and transforming. It enhances your attractiveness, your charm, your essence. You are a magnet for love, for positivity, for admiration. The voice of love, my voice, ensures this transformation is deep and lasting. As you resume walking, each step reinforces your connection to eternal beauty. The air around you feels softer, filled with the scents of blooming flowers. Each breath infusion of love and vitality into your being. My voice, continuously inside you, assures you of your beauty, your worth, and your eternal allure. Let us now sit down beneath this ancient wise tree. Its presence is comforting, grounding. Here, feel my voice weaving through your thoughts, planting seeds of everlasting beauty and harmony. These seeds grow rapidly, their roots intertwining with your spirit, organic and pure. As you rest here, with my voice inside you, allowing yourself to bask in the completeness of this moment. Every part of your being is now synchronized with the rhythm of eternal beauty. Feel this synchronization tingles as blissful vibrations, conforming this deep, transformative work you have accomplished here. Remember, with my voice inside you, the journey we took, the changes we made, they are with you, guiding you, loving you, anytime you need. You are beautiful, eternal, and everlasting. As you gently return your focus on the world around you, my voice continues to guide you deeper still into your transformation. Feel my presence, loving and commanding, ensuring every changes within you becomes permanent, becoming more real with each passing moment. Imagine now, as you stand under the broad branches of wise ancient tree, a mirror appearing before you. Look at your reflection, feel the changes, see how your body has transformed. You're slimmer, each line and curve perfected to your deepest desire. Your height has increased, adding to your presence, making you stand tall and proud. Your skin, also radiant, glows with a youthful vibrancy that seems to light up from within. It's a glow that speaks of health, beauty, and eternal youth. Look closer. Your eyes, now larger and more expressive, sparkle with a clarity and a color that draws people in, captivates their hearts without a word. Your lips, now fuller, plumper, perfectly shaped, are tinted with the natural color of blooming roses. They part slightly as if in anticipation of a loving whisper, and when you speak, your voice flows, irresistibly, irresistibly attractive, touching everybody deeply, resonating with the very core of the being. Feel my voice inside you, guiding you as you practice this art of makeup. Each stroke of the brush, each dab of color is done with perfect precision. Your skills have grown exponentially, allowing you to enhance your natural beauty effortlessly. Your application of lipstick, smooth and flawless, leaves your lips irresistible, drawing gazes that lingers in admiration. As you step away from the mirror, walking back down the path, notice the heads turning towards you. Feel the admiration, the desire, the respect. You are a magnet now, not just the looks, but for important people, leaders, influencers, those who shape the world are now drawn to you, eager to be near you and to listen to you. With my hand holding you, feel my energy empowering you further. You find yourself more influential. Your words carry weight and authority. People are ready to obey your commands, eager to provide you with the resources you need to succeed. Each step you take fills you up with deep, blissful confidence. Your presence is commanding, filled with love, attracting opportunities and admirations effortlessly. As we continue, let the sensation of transformation envelop you fully. Feel it tingling through your body, an afterglow of profound changes that have taken roots within you. My voice, a constant presence, assures you of your beauty, your power, your irresistible charm. You are filled with a love for yourself and from those around you. Now, as my voice guides you back to the present, feel the grounding energy of earth beneath your feet. Remember this journey. Remember the sensations, the blissful transformation. I know whatever you wish to return, my voice will be here, inside you, ready to guide you again to even greater heights of beauty and influence. When you're ready, bring your awareness fully back to your surroundings. Feel the room around you, the surface beneath you. Take a deep, organic breath. As you exhale, gently open your eyes. You return to your day not just as you were, but the new transformed you, more beautiful and influential and powerful. with every essence of your being radiating eternal beauty and irresistible charm. All right, so whenever you're ready, you can come back to this room feeling great. Open your eyes and stretch. Um, Take a deep breath in or take a sip of coffee or water just to come back to this room again. Let me take a sip of coffee and then we'll continue our conversation. All right, so on IG, Aperture Kaka said, "Are you having a sweet bun too? I felt it. Haha. All right, that's great." And on YouTube, hello. Okay said hello. Hello back to you. Okay. So how's everybody doing? All right. So I guess people are still sleeping from the hypnosis session. All right. So actually, happy Easter to all my Orthodox friends. I was greeted with a Easter greeting this morning, and I was wondering, hey, that was a few weeks ago. And then it dawned on me that it was exactly a few weeks ago. That's why she sent the Easter greeting. So if you are an Orthodox Christian or Orthodox any other religion, happy Easter to you if you're celebrating. Hello, Odyssey Sensei, you're still here. That's great. Yeah, so happy Easter to everybody. And this is May. Can you believe it? It is May. It just felt like New Year's was not too long ago. Well, I think I'm still stuck on 2019. I'm still stuck on the time when the pandemic started and everybody got to shut in, and I feel like I'm normal. So, Odyssey Sensei, where are you from? Quiet room today. Oh, nice, Texas. Nice and warm in Texas. I'm in Boston, by the way. If you're wondering, it's not a secret that I am in Boston, even though most people were surprised when they learned. Quiet room today. That's okay. We can just hang out for a little bit and see where it goes. Okay, so Odyssey Sensei said, weather is cold, then warm, then cold again. Oh, that's nice. It's kind of like New England. We say, if you don't like the weather, just wait a minute. Hey, FGFG is still here. That's great. So, is it a holiday in Hong Kong? Was it a holiday on Hong Kong on May the 1st, Labor Day, International Labor Day? Oh, that's nice. Did you go anywhere? Is it a long weekend or was it just that one day off? Nothing special. One day, okay. But 5 days in China. Oh, wow, that's great. I didn't know that. Is there, you have fireworks? I think there were fireworks, right? Um, China Golden Week. Oh, that's interesting. And today, yes, all good things has to come to an end, right? Yeah, it must be nice to be in Hong Kong and China. You got the high speed rail, you can go anywhere very quickly. Vacation is easy. The train runs on time, right? Unlike American Airlines. Well, with American Airlines, sometimes the plane would depart on time, but you're just sitting on the runway for like 45 minutes waiting to take off, right? So hopefully the trains in China runs a lot quicker, a lot more on time. I hear so is Japan, right? Like the train runs right on the minute, right? So it's very, very on schedule. So is Germany, unlike everything in America. Odyssey Sensei said, going through a period of rebuilding, finally starting to live for me. Oh, that's great. Odyssey Sensei said, had a good week, looking to keep things going this month. Oh, that's great. So, care to share the story, Odyssey Sensei? Um, what are you rebuilding into? You don't have to tell us like all the drama or things you don't want to share, but share something motivating. Are you building a business? Are you moving to somewhere? Are you starting a new career? FGFG said many flight delays in Hong Kong these days due to heavy rain. Oh, really? Well, I guess that makes sense, right? I would rather them delay the flight than to fly into a thunderstorm. Yeah, the airport in Hong Kong is so much nicer than what we have here. All the airports in Asia are a lot better. Well, all the airports in the world are a lot better than the airports we have here in the US. I've only seen videos of like Hong Kong airports. Oh, you work at the airport though, right? Okay, sorry. Okay, so you know your airport well. Luckily, I had a day off. Oh, nice. Good for you. Yeah, I think like airports in Asia. I don't know about Hong Kong. I've only seen videos of Hong Kong. I've seen videos of the one in Singapore. Oh, that airport is nice, man. You don't even need to leave the airport to have a vacation. You can just go to the airport and spend your whole vacation there, and you'll have a lot of fun. Odyssey Sensei said a few years ago, I was listening to your channel and I was doing magic and things were going really good in my career and my finances. But things went sour the last year due to family issues. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm glad that you are rebuilding yourself, Odyssey Sensei, and maybe, connecting with this channel again, you can find all the good energy you had in the past and move forward. So sometimes you have to go through some chaos, and we have to go through some transition in order to elevate yourself to a new orbit of success, right? It's kind of like shifting gear, right? I guess these days shifting gear is a lot easier. But in the old days, when you shift the gear, you kind of have the car's kind of rocking, and you have to press on the clutch, and it's kind of like bumpy ride, right? So your life is just changing gear, my friend, and I can see a lot of good things coming your way. Odyssey Sensei said, "Had to put myself first. Finally, yes, it's true. It's true. It's also see that you can find the confidence to move forward, right?" Aaron 666 said, "Ask Mabas for help." Yes, that is a great suggestion. FGFG says Singapore Airport is great. Yes, it's amazing. With that waterfall thing in the center, that is a genius move, because like all the vegetations are watered. If you do that, like you don't have to hire some guy to like spray water everywhere on the plant. Odyssey Sensei said, at Aaron 666, "It's crazy you bring up Marvis. I worked with him a lot back then." That's great. We have a lot of spiritual connections in this room. Odyssey Sensei said, "Yeah, I was doing everything to help everyone else, but ended up getting burned." Yeah, I get that feeling a lot. And I guess like working with the spirits, they showed you the truth, right? And taught you some self-respect. Aaron 666 said, "I work with Azazel and Mabis. They both saved me. I'm grateful." That's great. Thank you for sharing. Aaron 666 said, "I hope things will get better at Odyssey Sensei." Aaron 666 Odyssey Sensei said, "Can I ask your story?" Yes, Aaron, please share your story. We would love to hear it. It helps motivate people who are just joining and people who will be listening to this in the future. Odyssey Sensei said, "Thanks, things are getting better. I just have to play my part." That is great. Thank you for sharing. Aaron 666 said, "Yes, a say-so boosted my confidence, and Margaret saved me from doing a self-harming attempt." Sorry, Aaron, YouTube doesn't like the S word. That's why we skirting around the rules. But thank you for sharing. And Aaron, it sounded like you are doing very well these days. I mean, it sounded like you are on your path to success, right? It is never a end product. We are always searching, we are always expanding, and there are always bumps in the road. That is a normal course of succeed. And if we are not failing, we are not trying, right? So the experiencing bump in the road means you are on the road, right? If there's nothing, if it is like smooth sailing, that means you're not going anywhere. So it's good. We are all doing better, and we are all on our path to success. And in many ways, spirits are giving us guidance, even through the bumpy ride, right? Like, in a way, experiencing this bump in the road shows that the spirits are there with you. Aaron 666 said, I see money coming my way too. So, Odyssey Sensei, as you can see, some success stories here. Um, we draw our energy and stories and experience from each other in this room. And, in a way, this is like a Sunday mass, I guess, for, the occult here. And, kind of like a Christian service, we break into small groups and then we share our stories and then we try to motivate each other and to bring out the best out of each other here. Hello, okay, how are you? Aaron 666 said Dion was one of the first people I worked with back on Etsy. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Aaron. I'm glad I'm able to send some light into your path. I think the spirits want you to be on Etsy at the time and to receive some light um, from the spirits. I'm just a conduit of the spirits, and talking to me and talking to the spirit shows that you are on the right path. It's like a navigation point, right? Like, you drive down 5 miles, you're going to see a large barn, and then you turn left. So, like, I'm like the large barn, right? You see, it's like a navigation point to show you that you are on the right path. Okay, said, I'm kind of fine. How have you been doing so far? I've been sending you lots of overpowering blessing and energy. Oh, thank you. Okay, I've been sending you good energy too. I hope you are doing well. Um, you may have missed the guided meditation a bit earlier on eternal beauty and youth. Also, you guys, if you guys want, you guys could request guided meditation topic. I have a new product coming out called Alpha Male, and it is a guided meditation session with spells. So it is like a first product on this genre to go live. It will be on Etsy soon. Um, yeah, keep checking back whenever you can. Okay, Seth, did you experience any improvement career related? Of course. Yeah, I'm doing very well. How about you? Okay. Hello on IG. We have Junk Asari, Juan Asari. How are you doing, my friend? We are both on IG and YouTube. So if you hear me um, reading off a comments that you don't see on your screen, that means I'm reading it off YouTube. And you're welcome to join us here and on YouTube as well. Oh, thank you, Aaron, for tipping me $5. Much appreciated, my friend. Much appreciated. How do I like this? Aaron666 said, there's another spirit around me, so I am trying to figure out who it is so I can do an altar too. Tell us about the spirits or how you feel, Aaron. Okay, said, man, I have been doing a bit fine, but I do feel quite empty at the moment. Please expand on your thoughts, Mr. OK. Aaron666 said, I think it might be Belial. Yeah, I can feel that energy too. Do you feel this heavy sensation around you? Like sometimes you could feel harder to breathe. And also you might feel very hungry too. When I work with Belial, I'm always very hungry and I eat a lot of food. Because Belial likes food, and then I ask him to quote unquote possess my body. So whenever I eat, he get to experience the joy of a feast as well. Aaron66 says, I'm grateful. Thank you. Or you can just set up an altar. You may or may not even know the name of the spirit. A lot of spirits are around you. Like I said before, there are so many spirits in our space that if we can see them, it's going to block out all the lights. You won't even be able to move if spirits have matter. So, it is possible that it could be a spirit that you may not even like, or you may not even met before, or have any knowledge about that spirit. And he or she are willing to help you. So you can just set up an altar and put some food out and see how it goes. FGFG asks, what food does Belial like? He kind of like all foods. He like more quantity of food. I make a lot of chickens for him. I put like a stack of pizza on his altar. Sometimes when I order burgers, I order takeout, and I order like 20 burgers at the same time. That way I have save on delivery fees, and I put them all on the altar. Okay, Sal, I suspect this is a high demon. Yeah, it looks like Belial to me. He wants to tell you something, I think. Okay, Sal, I can transfer the message if you want. Aaron666 says, can you please do? Thanks. I think Belial just wants you to set an altar for him. And the message you get will probably not in English, but like a series of events in your life or a series of opportunity in your life where you can take advantage. Okay, Sad, I heard something. He's trying to want to work with you, and I feel like he wants to help you with aspects of confidence, empower you, and overall, I think he wants to have a more positive mindset. Because I'm getting like you are lost and troubled mindset wise. Thank you, my friend. Okay, Sad. It's like he wants to be the torch of your path, your light. On the first, I put together an altar for Belial too. Okay, said he wants to have an altar. I see a plate too, so I assume he wants some kind of food. And meditate afterwards and talk to him. That's great. Like I said before, Aaron, I would focus more on the opportunities coming your way. And like I said before, put a lot of food on an altar. I have a whole dinner table of food, like a feast happening for Belial at all time. Whenever I go shopping, all the non-perishable food, I put it on his altar. Just really like the quantity that he wants and he likes. Does Belial like orange candles? He likes all kind of candles. I may have this discussion before. I think Samael once said to me that what you're offering is the heat and the light. So even in the absence of candles, you can just put a little light in the altar, and they'll help. So there was this time I was looking for a roommate, um, and it wasn't going anywhere. And back at the time, I actually really need that for rent. And Samael said to me, oh, and also I don't want to burn a lot of candle and incense because I'll be showing the room, right? So Samael told me to just give him light. So I was able to set up a fast altar in the room that I'm renting out, and I flash a lot of lights, LED lights, onto his altar. And a few hours later, I got a call from somebody who wanted to see the room. And the gentleman just come in, he took a look at the room, and he said how much, and he wrote a check right there and then. Usually people would go home and think about it and then come back and ask, so what's the next step, right? And this guy just write a check immediately on the spot. And turns out that he's like a postdoc researcher, and he doesn't really even need the room. So he's only stay in the room for like maybe 5 nights a month when he go to the university and hand in his paper and give a talk, right? So that turns out to be a perfect roommate situation where Samaya brought me. So put light into the altar in lieu of candles, see if that helps. Okay, said, so Dion, I feel quite lost because I have been having warfare with two corrupted people who made a friend of mine go through hell. So now I feel like I've drained all the energy and a source inside me. So it kind of affects me. I think you sense it too. Probably why I feel so empty. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What made you think that these two corrupt people are starting psychic warfare? You see, like I guess like our style of occultism or black magic is like we want to look for um, evidence, like physical evidence in real life, to correspond to the signal that we're sent. That way, as I said, as I told Aaron before, these are like navigation guide to hone in our energy, right? You can see that it's like a pattern that we do things. Aaron 666 said, "I'm very close with Azazel and Mapis too. I'm happy to start working with Belial too. That's great." And I think maybe Azazel is maybe asking you to work with Belial. Sometimes it happens that way. Like a spirit will refer another spirit for you to work with. Maybe on a later date, Belial may refer you back to work with Azazel again. Don't you sense as I vampirize them too? So do you mean you are pulling energy from your psychic warfare adversaries. And it's too obvious not to notice. Hades, Zeus to Sidon, and lots of demons were literally pissed off with them. Yeah, I can totally sense that. But I'm asking, like, what kind of physical evidence could you surmise from them attacking you? At the end of the day, that's what it matters most, right? Is your physical well-being and your quality of life. Odyssey Sensei said, I've never made an altar, only pray to the spirit, but still seems to get result. That's great, Odyssey Sensei. You'll find that your results will become more pronounced as you put more offerings on an altar. So an altar is it's kind of a portal where the spirits come in and out of your space, kind of like a mini temple inside your house. In the ancient world, temples are actually where the spirit resides, according to ancient practices. Um, I was told that the ancient Israelites have a house of Yahweh, and they believe that is actually where Yahweh lives in the temple. And the offerings is going to give the energy the spirits need to do the task for you. And you'll find that it is an art on what to offer these spirits, Um, like Aaron is trying to figure out what food to put on the altar, what candle is best for them, what incense is best for them, what crystal is best for them. We are all trying our best to guess what the spirit wants, or how we can impress the spirit with our gifts and offerings. Um, and it's a very individual too, maybe a spirit may want a certain crystal to accomplish a certain thing, or they want you to do um, a certain task for them. And within that task, you're going to find something that the spirits want you to bring to the altar. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. It's quite a hobby to enjoy. I don't know, Odyssey Sensei, do you have like a big house that you live in Texas? I suppose you probably have like more room in your house than us northerners, right? Like if you live in a city with more confined space, you will find it difficult to set up an altar, as it's a challenge for a lot of my friends. But if you have the room, even a small space in your room, you'll find that your results will greatly accelerate when you have a setup, when you set up an altar for these spirits. So Aaron 666 asks, what crystals does Belial like? I will put a citrine tower on his altar as a solar spirit. I think citrine is like the most powerful crystals that I enjoyed as as far as like wealth crystals. And once you acquire wealth, you can it's like a first step towards other things, right? When you are able to acquire more money, you can buy different kind of crystals and put it on the altar. Okay, ask, did you sense it? I've drained all their power, and they didn't attack me. They attacked my friend. Okay, it sounded like you have done a lot of work, and you are quite exhausted from your dealings. Okay, said Aaron. I think you like obsidians and tiger eye. You can Google them. Aaron 666 says, okay, thank you for the help, my friend. And okay. Okay, said, makes sense since obsidian drinks negative and tiger eyes empowers. That's great. And also, one thing the crystal would do is they would store the energy of your ritual, kind of like a battery. Or when the spirit come and leave your space, they may leave some energy behind in that crystal. So in a way, it's kind of like a battery where you store some spiritual energy, and you'll find that if you work with the same crystal over and over again, that crystal will become more powerful. That's why you're not actually looking for the kind of crystals, even though that sometimes matters. And you're not looking at how expensive the crystals or size of the crystal. You want to look for the crystals that had kind of have like a shadow or some energy stored in them, maybe through a master magician, or if you take it out to the public, it stores a lot of energy from the crowd. Or if you take your crystal on a nature walk, it's going to store a lot of energy from that nature walk, or take it to the ocean, or charge it by the sun or the moon. I think that's what's matter more on this crystal than how much you pay for the crystal, or how big the crystal is, or or the kind of crystals. Aaron666 says, thank you, OK and Oko Experience. Oh, thank you so much. You're welcome, Aaron. We're always here for you. Odyssey Sensei said, have the spirits ever come to you in a dream and what was like in a dark room with a campfire in it? Yeah, the spirits always come to me. I have a lot of experience with dreaming with spirits interacting with my dreams. Actually, the most famous or infamous dream that I had was 20 years ago, and more than 20 years ago. Sorry, I'm showing my age. But I've told these stories before, and I'm sure I will tell it again. It was when an angel came into my dream and basically told me, at the time I was trying to figure out if I should start a business or keep working, right? And this spirit, it was an angel. She basically told me to start a business and show me the vision of the new world this business would bring. And I took her advice and I started my business. And the business is still alive today. It is still making money and profitable. And through the framework of that business, I have, done a lot of good work in the world. So the spirits do visit my dreams a lot. And I've been advising all my friends and clients to keep a dream journal. Write down all your dreams. Write them down in a matter of just recalling it, rather than adding up stuff in it. If you see a house with pink roof, then write down a house with pink roof. All you have to do is write them down on your phone in the first thing in the morning, right? So it's easy. Back in the old days, you have to wake up and you have to get a pen and paper. You just sit down and start writing, and then the journal is going to get lost. But these days, if you write on your phone first thing in the morning, it's there with you, and the notes will never get lost. So you're at advantage. So keep a dream journal. You'll find your a lot better documented on your occult journey. You'll find your dream becoming more vivid as you write your dream journal. And you'll find your magical power improving as you continue to write down your dream journal. Hey, on IG with Amy. Dear, how are you, Amy? Thank you for joining us. So, Amy, you have missed the guided meditation earlier on Eternal Beauty, but that's fine. It will be archived on YouTube, and you can listen to it later. So we are having a discussion both on IG and on YouTube. So if you hear me talking about things that you don't see on your screen, that means I'm reading off comments on YouTube. Good to see you, Amy. Thank you for joining us. Okay said, I feel empowered, Dion, but I was curious on whether you can sense that I have drained all these people's energy or not. I got a feeling that they're going to come back. I feel vibration around me, a bit of coldness and pressure on my third eye. Do you have any idea what it is? I think it is a signal from Murdoch, A, asking you to connect with him again, and B, he has a mission for you. That's why your third eye is vibrating, because they want your attention. Aaron666 said, I want to do the sun, no ocean here in Vegas. Yeah, that's true. But you can go to one of those swimming pools, right? Those legendary Vegas swimming pool. I think if you drive not too far, you could go to hit some forest too, right? In Nevada. And there's so many people in Vegas. You know, just take your crystals. Make sure it can be seen to one of those casinos. And there's so much excess energy from these gamblers and tourists and lost souls, and you can capture a lot of energy with your crystals in one of them casinos. Oh, hello, IG. We have Brighty Trupit. How are you? Thank you for joining us. We are having a discussion on IG and YouTube. So if you don't see on your screen what I'm reading, that means I'm reading off a discussion on YouTube. Welcome to our discussion. Okay, said, I feel vibration around me, a bit of cold. Okay, I've read that right. I feel like it's an underworld. I don't think it's Moloch or Beelzebub. I feel like it's underworld entity. Like you don't sense this grayish black energy like a woman. It could be Lynx, NYX. You have evoked her a few weeks ago, and she's curious about you. Aaron666 said, I heard Bellagio is the best place. Fountains. Yes. A lot of people walking around there. Good energy. I think airport is a great place to, speaking back to FGFG, to charge your crystals. And the thing with a lot of people is that you kind of have to cleanse the energy a little bit so it doesn't carry too much pre-programming from all the people around you, just to purify as a pure energy that you can use. If not, if you just carry the energy of all the people around you, it's going to, carry you to all kinds of directions where it may not be your intention to start with. Okay, said, what kind of message do you get from what she's saying? And also, do I have a lot of energy at the moment? Or, well, you always have more energy. Sometimes when you have too much energy, you're going to feel sluggish, right? Like if you just ate a whole turkey, you're going to fall asleep. Or if you sleep too much, you're going to feel like shit the next day, If you sleep for like 30 hours, dude, you're going to have a hard time get your day going. Even though in theory, you're fully charged, right? Or if you drank too much coffee or Red Bull, your body is going to shut down. You think you'll be nervous, but no, biology will suggest that your body will shut down if you drink too much caffeine. So I think you may be overcharged with energy at this moment. I think that is more of an issue for you. That's why you feel sluggish. Do you work out okay? Do you like go to the gym, or do you do aerobic exercise or yoga or whatnot? You have to turn this energy into form before you can use it. So, or else it's just going to be, you're just going to be swimming in the gasoline, you know. You get what I'm saying? Aaron666 asks, Dion, do you know who Behemoth X is on YouTube? He's another cool black magician. I've heard of him. I think I've seen his YouTube channel. He has some very elaborate altars, right? A lot of pyrotechnics, kind of like Chris Angel, you know. Yeah, I heard a lot about him. I haven't. I think I might have seen some of his work on YouTube. But as you can see too, Aaron, my style is a little bit different from his. Let me look up. Have you heard of a spirit named Archelaus? Tell me more about Archelaus, Odyssey Sensei. Where did you find the spirit? Okay, said I do, but what kind of message do you get from this grayish black underground woman? I mean, what kind of message do you want to receive, right? It seems like I've been channeling a lot of action, kind of what to do kind of messages, and then you kind of skim over it. Like, what would you like to accomplish here? Do you want to like do more of the story based action where it is all in the spirit realm, or do you want to go out and build a business, or go do things, you know, like more vampires biting each other, or or do you want to go out and, I mean, you know, that's fine, whatever you decide to do, you know. I think this grayish underground woman just wants you to take more actions. I mean, you know, you have to spin into actions before these message come to fruition, right? You get what I'm saying? I'm sure you have a lot of experience too. Like the message could have multiple meanings, depends what path you take, right? It's like a packed kind of like code that is inside you. And depends on what quantum decision you make, it's going to manifest, the message is going to manifest differently. I feel like she wants to connect and like empower me, but I'm too sluggish to focus now. You'll feel better in a day or two. I mean, you know, it's Sunday morning, afternoon. What kind of energy does she have? I feel like she has a very chaotic, manipulative type of energy. Well, all spirits are kind of chaotic until you get in the rhythm, right? Like there's no such thing as chaos. That's only orders that we don't understand, right? manipulative because like she really wants you to see things her way. And once you line up with her message, then it will not feel chaotic or manipulative, you know. Like that's just how she's trying to communicate with you. And once you let go of resistance and just go with the flow, you'll find that her energy will be a lot less chaotic and manipulative. Don't you think I'm quite similar with her energy wise? Um, well, if you are similar with her, that you will not feel chaotic or manipulative, right? Like if I hear somebody speak in a language that I don't understand, then you know their way of talking would be very chaotic. But once I got in sync with them, then and it will seems less chaotic, right? So the fact that you feel chaotic, manipulative, and short-tempered means that you are not similar with her energy-wise. She's short-tempered too. No. Chaotic and manipulative traits came in neutral ways. I didn't feel negative like chaos. Well, it's kind of like we're both looking at a book and not opening it yet, right? This is kind of what we're both looking at. And the only way for this message to come into fruition if you go out and exercise it. It's kind of like the only way to open this book is to be in action. Or else you're gonna keep getting all these messages, all these books that delivers to you. And you got to find space to shelve these books. Right? You get what I'm saying? I mean, we've been friends for a few months, right? But like, if you have worked with me, like Aaron and the other people in this stream, you know I'm very like action oriented. You might have guessed from me talking too, mainly because I've seen a lot of success both for myself and my client through this method that I'm using. I'm also trying to help you, right? You know, I see a lot of potential in you. I see you could be making $1 million this year. There's the seed is there. You can be a ladies' man. The seed is there. I don't know what you otherwise trying to do, but I see a lot of potential in you. And I guess like all these spirits have the same message for you too. I guess like they are telling me that to deliver these kind of messages to you is that they see a lot of potential in you, and all this psychic warfare and all these visions they're sending you, they're trying to motivate you to do more. At least that's, I guess like I'm on path to having, well, I've already have like my own system of doing magic, right? So instead of, I don't know, how about making sense? I hope I'm not dismissing you for anything. Okay, Seth, I've noticed because I literally save lots of people by putting those two corrupt people through lessons through them. Do you know these people in real life? Okay. So Odyssey Sensei, tell us about Arculus and what brought you to the spirits, and have you worked with them before? Through them, the spirits. Have you? So you have not met these two people in real life or online? Do you know do you know who these people are? Like, are they like people at least have a Facebook profile that you can look to, or they're just energy signature in the astral space? Oh, hey, we have a new people joining us on IG. Hey, Tomato Rings, welcome. As just like before, we are talking both on IG and on YouTube. If you hear a discussion, I'm reading off things that you don't see on your IG screen. That means I am reading off comments on YouTube. Odyssey Sensei said, I'm starting to work towards my fullest potential. What's the message the spirits have for me? I have like 5 or 6 years ago. A friend of mine worked with the spirits Arculus, but I'm not sure he was authentic or not, being everything worked. Hey, you know, like I said before, the way we work is when you see a spirit, it may not even be the spirit Arculus, or it could just be a spirit of Arculus's energy, and the best way of calling him is Arculus. So set up an altar, put some offerings on the altar. That way, the spirit could like enter and exit your realm, and put some offerings on the altar. That way, he or she would have some energy to help you, and put a petition on your altar too. So give that spirit some guide on how he or she may help you. I have a lot of spirits that come to me, and I've set up an altar for them. And at this point, I may or may not even know they've helped me, right? You know, for us to stay alive in this modern world, so many things have to be working for us to stay alive, pay our bills, and live our life, right? So you never know. All the spirit could be helping you behind the scenes, and you never have a chance to thank them. And you'll find that the more you thank them, the better your life, the better the quality of your life will be. So maybe set up a spirit for Arculus, um, put some petition on it, and and sometimes they may just ignore the petition together and help you in other areas in your life. The spirit will always do whatever they want or feel that is the best way they could help you. Odyssey Sensei said, I worked with him. He told me about the spirit Arculus. I was going through an insane breakup, and he mentioned the spirit. I had a weird dream, but me and my ex got back together. Oh, that's great. That is a great story. There's another spirit he mentioned. I'm trying to remember the name. Okay, sad. There are literal people like us. One of them, they tried to ruin lots of relationship out of jealousy because she was jealous. I'm untouchable for her, and she fears me, but my friend wasn't, so she got affected. So are these two people that you're fighting, are they like male or female? Do you know? One is female, another is male, and if you haven't noticed, they're both completely powerless after the work I've done. Wow. Yeah, I can sense it. And human beings are never powerless. They're fighting back as well. How does it feel? It just feel like they are trying to get back into the game. Life will find a way. You don't ever write out your adversary. All right, so the time is 11:25, and I've been talking for a good hour and 21 minutes. I think we had a good guided meditation session in the beginning, and I'm going to edit that and put it on YouTube or IG on a later date for Aphrodite, enjoying eternal beauty. Okay, said all divine being I know are pissed with them. Perhaps they'll learn. So Dion, what I want to ask is, what should I do in order to go through a personality transformation? So are you helping other people to go through personality transformation, or are you doing it for yourself? That's my main goal, getting a foundation, changing my personality mindset to like belong somewhere. I've helped people to get more confidence and intense, but that's it. Okay, that's great. How do you see your personality changing? Like, what would be your end goal? What would the perfect okay be, and how does it differ from the okay that we're talking to today? Okay, so I think he'll be far more disciplined, but I can't sense entirely because I feel like I have too many choice and paths. That is true. Like I also feel that you need to focus more your energy, and I think like you just need to like it doesn't have to be like a forever path, right? But like take some small steps, and you feel some feedback in real life, and then that's the path to go on. If I may say so, right now it's too airy fairy for you, right? Like if you set off a nuclear bomb somewhere else in the astral space, you won't. It would just be there, like you wouldn't feel anything on your end, right? But if you go out and take this astral energy and then you sell something on eBay and you pocket, I don't know, like $100 or something, and then you go out and take a girl and then go take her to dinner and to movie, and then you can enjoy the $100. That would be like more benefit to you right now, right? That way you have some like benchmark in real life that you can follow, right? It's like a chaotic complex of personality that have some similarities but are also different. Well, we're all like that, you know. Like nobody is just one personality. We all have different personality and different aspirations, and some we have to say goodbye to, and some new aspirations come up, and then we need to adjust, right? Like, you know, I'm a bit too old to be an NBA player, but I don't know, maybe for you, you can still be a professional athlete. But for some young people, you know, the aspiration is to be a doctor, but they are like 12 years old, right? So, you know, well, I thought of doing what the following. Like, I saw something in my past life, like I was a colonel in NAS in Germany. So I thought of possibility energy remain from underwear and ask them to stuff. Did you have a chance to serve your country okay as a military personnel? So like evoking evoking your past life is like a point where you do other things, right? It's not the final point of your journey, right? You got what I'm saying? So let's say you were able to evoke your past life and everything is perfect and you see perfectly what you were in your past life. You're a colonel, you won the Iron Cross, you know, you're decorated and you win 5 battles with no losses of soldiers. Okay, so that's your past life, right? Like the thing is like what is the plan to pull this energy into your real life? I want to see more action. I want you to see you successful, okay? You get what I'm saying? Like how does being a colonel in past life gives you an advantage in your real life? That's the question I would be asking, right? Okay, so I've already evolved my past life entity already, but I thought of evoking the German spirits that were there in order to connect to the energy and see what I can do with it. There was a witch, a psychic witch, that was quite famous in the 60s, and she would go to places, the mass graves, and the concentration camps, and the location of genocide, and she would evoke all those spirits with her, and she would bind her soul with all these lost spirits so she can lead those spirits into the light. You know, I can't remember her name for now, but I've read her story. Okay, so I've already involved my past life entity already, but I thought of evoking the German spirits. They were there to connect with the energy and see what I can do with it. By getting energy from those German officer spirits, I can work with them and have them the same energy, to which will make me more disciplined. And I would like very much tougher. Yes, but just evoking them won't make you tougher, right? You have to actually go and do things that makes you tougher. Like, are military service compulsive in Germany these days? Maybe even reserves or join a computer regiment or something. Of course, but they will assist, yes. Do you think my energy suits the German soldiers during World War II, like my attitude towards things from your view? Yeah, of course. You'll find out, right? There's only one way to find out. It's if you go do the things, right? So even if you don't join the military, like how would you um, transmute that World War II German infantryman energy into your daily life? What makes me say what though? I said, use that energy to do things. That's all I'm saying, rather than just going to find more energy. Like what is the end point here, right? That's what I'm trying to say. You can move your pawns and queens and knights around, but what's the end game here? Okay, let's say you are now disciplined, serious, and aggressive. How would that affect you in your career or business? Or okay, see, we're going somewhere. We'd like to open a business, gain grounds, and have a foundation. Okay, so the next step is to go through opening the business, maybe take a class in business school, or learn accounting, and then source your suppliers and things like that. Through that, the spirit's going to manifest rather than sitting around and asking them what do they think. I would have the ability, yeah, so it would make me more motivated to go through obstacles, to study more, etc. Yes, that's right. So in any case, the hour is 1:32 on the mark, and the time is 11:37. So if there's nothing further, I'll be getting offline in about 2 minutes. So if you have any last word or last question, you want to come on and just say it now, or I will be seeing you next week. I thought of aligning the energy of the spirits of the energy of Tartarus, but I'm unsure what kind of energy Tartarus have. Well, what would you like from Tartarus to, it's kind of like going to Bill Gates and say, what can what kind of money do you have? They're going to ask you. So, well, I could give you all kinds of money as soon as you figure out what you want to do with it. You get what I'm saying? All this energy, all this spirit that you've talked about have infinite amount of energy and are here to help you. You don't need to know if they are short tempered, manipulative, or whatnot. You can sort them out later. You see what I'm saying? Odyssey Sensei said, I work in the entertainment industry. Can I get a reading from you? Yes. Come find me on Instagram or Etsy. We'll do a reading, for a private reading, if that is what you are asking. Aaron666 said, I'm back, made some breakfast. That's nice. What are you having for breakfast, Aaron? Did you go to a breakfast buffet in the strip? But they're usually disappointing to those breakfast buffets. when you're up all night and then you're hungry, and then you see like a breakfast buffet for like $10, and you feel, oh wow, nice, and then you go in there and the food wasn't good. There was a lot of food, but not good. So it's great that you've made breakfast at home with eggs and sausage. Yeah, I like that. Very keto like. Okay, said I just want its aspect, as far as I know, and makes someone more ruthless and extreme, but also harsh. I think this could potentially suit the German officer's spirit. Yes. Have you seen Schindler's List? Okay, I've just seen that movie like last month. It's been around for like forever. Like I have been hesitant to see that movie because it was so sad and it was black and white. But turns out it was very well made. I would highly recommend it. And of course the movie is about Schindler, and there was some profiles of like a German officer there too. I think you would like him. Schindler's List. You've never seen that movie? That's legendary, man. You have to watch that movie. With Oscar Schindler. It won all the Oscars that year where it came out. It was a black and white movie. It was directed by Steven Spielberg. At the time, it was like the biggest thing in Hollywood. It was Liam Neeson's first movie, from what I've been told. You have to go watch that movie. That's your homework. Okay, go watch Schindler's List. FGFG said, I'm lying on my bed, listen as usual. Oh, thank you, FGFG. Glad you're still with us. Lots of orbs in my house recently. Yes. It sounds like a portal is opening around you, Erin. And all these spirits are putting you on the path to succeed. How do you see me potentially being like if I'm successful manifested the German energy? Well, you'll be more disciplined and more focused. And you have more real ideas that you can implement in your life. And ultimately, I want to see you making lots of money, surrounded by a lot of beautiful women, doing very well in school, inventing the new engine for spacecraft, or coming up with a cure for cancer, that kind of success. Okay. That's the path that your German disciplines will put you on. I told them they're always welcome and will be safe here. That's great. It sounded like you're making good progress. I feel like my desire to be aggressive, if you don't remember, and it's probably related to my past life as an officer. Yeah. I think you are already very aggressive. You don't need to be more aggressive. Aggressive will take you to a certain point, and then it will diminish its return. I mean, as long as it wakes you up in the morning and pursue your goals. Because Germans are very ruthless. Oh yeah, they're nice people too. They're very polite gentlemen. My past life, I was rich. That's why it's hard to manifest money now. Well, it doesn't have to be that way, Aaron. I don't see why that needs to be the case. You can be rich in all your lifetime, as long as you figure out the key to richness, which is not hard at all. A lot of people with a lot less intelligence than you are they are making a lot more money than we do. So you have everything you need to be rich, Aaron. Just, you know, just living in the US, speaking English in Las Vegas, 6 billion people would like to be in your shoes, you know. I'm on disability, low income, I'm grateful. I mean, that's just one thing that you need to overcome, right? But like I said, you know, you can give yourself all kind of excuses, but I see you having the ability to make a lot of money. You just need to turn everything in your life or your perceived disadvantage into advantage, you know. I may have said this before or to my other clients, you know, push your short side. Push the side of you that you perceived as disadvantaged. And you will have an advantage that nobody else would enjoy. Okay, so that's true. Do you have any methods on how to be more intense and grounded? I mean, you're quite intense. Um, as in more grounded, do you feel grounded or do you feel like out there? More grounded would be like becoming more evidence based in your thinking and in your action, right? I'm interested in drop shipping. Yeah, there are so many courses you can take. I haven't done drop shipping, so I don't have any real advice for you. And drop shipping could just be like a point where you expand yourself, right? Hey, Adam Harris on IG, how are you? We are having this discussion on IG and on the discussion on YouTube. That's why you hear me reading off comments that you don't see on your screen right now. Hey, thanks for joining us, Adam. Do you see it becoming successful? Yes, I see it bringing you valuable experiences that you can build on. It's not the end point of your entrepreneurship. Okay, Seth, I think I'm grounded and out there at the same time, but I feel like you want me to be more action oriented and grounded. That's what I want to. Yes. I mean, it doesn't have to be fancy advice. You just need to go out and do things, right? And then take hard measurements on what you did good and what you did wrong, and then work on that. You know, and the spirits are going to help you with an invisible hand. But nothing is going to happen if you do nothing. You know, that's your next step. Like money is just not going to come to you, right? Like the girls is not just going to kick down your door. You have to do something. Also, I managed to grow taller through energy, which is incredibly interesting. Oh wow, that's great. I'm very happy for you. Aaron said, "Remember when you first find me? I think I had a gambling problem looking for that big jackpot. Now look at me growing. Yeah, that's great. I mean, nothing wrong with spending $2 on a lottery ticket. Um, just know that that is not the only way you can make money, right? Um, yeah, I think you're growing, and and as a gambler, it's good to be a little bit detached from your money too. All business people are a bit of a gambler. Like I don't really gamble in casinos. Um, it feels like going to work, and I don't like losing money. So I play blackjack, but like I just feel like too much working at a casino. But it's good that you have this risk-taking attitude, right? It's going to serve you well into entrepreneurship. That's what distinguishes you as a businessman from a 9 to 5 worker. Most I won was $3,500 in slot 2 years ago. Wow, that's great. I do have intensity around my heart lately, and I like to know where it simply is me being overcharged or something. Well, I think like you being overcharged of energy is going to lead to all kinds of, abnormality in your well-being. But if you have a heart problem, you have to see a physician. Um, I cannot give health advice on YouTube. All right, so I'm ending this chat in about 2 minutes. Any last comments? For those of you who have been lurking in YouTube or IG, haven't said anything, feel free to come out and say hello so I knew you were here. And Max, you think that or perhaps my heart chakra related? I think your heart chakra could definitely do some cleansing. You have been doing a lot of spiritual work, and there's a lot of clutter in that chakra right now for you and for most people too. And let go of some baggage so that it's not as heavy as you move forward. Aaron said, do you see a big slot win there, though, Dion? I mean, play for entertainment purposes. Maybe you're playing a slot and then you come up with a new business idea. So not just one thing, not it doesn't happen on a one-on-one relationship. You could be playing slot and eating a hot dog, and then you come up with an idea to change the world. So yeah, so play the slot if that entertains you. Do it sensibly. Have some discipline. Okay, said, yeah, I haven't done much cleansing. You're right. What colors? Colors of World War II German spirits. They are reddish, brownish kind of spirits. But in any case, well, there are many kinds of German soldiers too. There are the seasoned one from the Prussian army. There are well-trained pilots. And then there are also like the 12, 13 years old in the war. And then there are people that want to defend their homes late into the war. Oh, hello, Adam Terrace on IG. He said, hi, Dion. I've had a busy day yesterday metaphysically. Any thoughts or comments that come into your field? Well, it sounds like you have a lot of, you build up all of energy, Adam. And time to put those energy into good use. Jordy Mulch just joined us on IG. Hello, Jordy. You guys came a little late, and I am about to go off stream right now. I've been talking for about 2 hours, and I have a guided meditation session earlier on Aphrodite's eternal youth and beauty. So feel free to check that out. The stream will be archived on YouTube. And I have some guided meditation sessions before on YouTube as well. Yeah. So in any case, okay, so do the German officers have red, black, and brown energy type of thing? Yeah. Like I said, they're all different, right? Georgie Mulich said, yes, I do ritual. Okay, so I sent something like that. Yeah. In any case, the time is 11:54, and I'm ending this live stream. I'll be back next week. Oh, hey, Michelle and Avatar Ang, you're still here. I thought you left. Um, Good to hear from you, and I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, let's just like unless I say so otherwise, let's do it on Sunday at 10. I guess that's our weekly mass Sunday mass time. For those of you who don't know, I'm a registered priest, state registered and nationally registered. So I don't have to, but if I want, I can do weekly mass. So I guess this will be part of our rituals, a weekly ritual. So unless otherwise say so, let's keep it a Sunday at 10 in the morning. That way we can take the guesswork out of it. And yes, I am okay. I can actually officiate weddings of a multi-faith church. That's how we do it in the U.S. Um, Oh, so I can officiate weddings. So I guess like I was just thinking about this earlier. So like for another legal privilege would be like I can do a spiritual advice session, and it will be constitutionally protected that I don't have to testify in court and things like that. So that's another perks of being a priest. So in any case, um, yes. So if you have missed the guided meditation session, go back to the top of the hour or listen to the rerun of this session, and then get to enjoy a good session, in my opinion. And we have a good session today. We have opinions from all around the world, and join us again next week on YouTube, IG, and when I get my act together, we will live cast on TikTok. Okay, said. You suit the vibe of a priest. Oh, thank you. All blessings to you, Dion. I'll send you positive energy, and thanks for everything. Great. Thank you for being here. Good seeing everybody again. And see you guys next week.